And we welcome you into the Raleigh County Convention Center on Dave Barksdale Court. This afternoon, Video Production presents the championship game of the Battle for the Armory in the Pepsi Division. It's the undefeated Catholic of Charleston, 7-0, taking on the Warriors of Wyoming East. They are 4-1. With Eric Thomas, I'm Maris Lowry. We have the heavy hitter, Mr. Nick Eskins, producing and directing. We have Andrew Bolin and Jackie Moon on camera. And Eric, we think we're going to be in for a heck of a game. Charleston Catholic, I don't know how much you got a chance to watch them yesterday, but I did their game doing color with Bill O'Brien. They were very impressive in their 20-point win over Princeton, while you and I did the Wyoming East game, James Monroe, and Wyoming East had to hang on and squeak out a tough one-point victory. But this is going to be, I think, a really good game. But I think for Wyoming East, they're going to have to play a lot better today than they did yesterday if they're going to knock Charleston Catholic from the unbeatens. Yeah,
and Wyoming East, they came out with a victory yesterday, but did not play a lot of good offense. And they're going to have to score the basketball for any chance to win the night, because Charleston Catholic is a deep team with size and one magnificent player in J. Allen Turner.
And not only that, Eric, when we talk about we were giving away the Pepsi player of the game, well, it was because of the versatile players that's on Charleston Catholic's team. We had to give away not just the Pepsi player of the game, but the Diet Pepsi player of the game and the Pepsi Zero. So Charleston Catholic kind of created the all-around Pepsi player of the game because they have a lot of players. As you mentioned, Turner's their main guy, but Wilcox, he ended up with one of those 3 awards yesterday. He was solid, scoring over 15, actually had 17 for the game, and Cinco, a really good player as well for Charleston Catholic.
Yeah, it's definitely not a one-man show when it comes to Charleston Catholic. That's why they're probably at the top of the list, favorites to win the state championship. And I did have a chance to watch them, and they dismantled what I feel is a pretty good Princeton team.
Yeah, and also on the flip side for Wyoming East, Cole Lambert, he's really, I do think that Wyoming East lives and die with the way he plays. And yesterday was not one of his better games. I fully expect that Cole Lambert will bounce back today strong here this afternoon for Wyoming East.
Yeah, and he was picked up big time yesterday by Zach Hunt, who really had a big fourth quarter for Wyoming East to help them secure the victory. But Cole Lambert, you're exactly right. He is one of the better players in this state. And, he comes every night. He brings his basketball IQ. He's a really, really good point guard.
Well, we're about 5 minutes away from getting this game started. This is the championship game of the Pepsi Division, and it's 7-0 Charleston Catholic against 4-1 Wyoming East. We'll take our first break, come back and get you ready for the opening tip coming up here on Video Productions.
Dutch Miller's Beckley Auto Mall, West Virginia's largest GMC Buick dealer, is a proud sponsor of West Virginia high school athletics and our area student athletes. Dutch Miller's Beckley Auto Mall, with 2 locations for your convenience: 3934 Robert C. Byrd Drive in Beckley and 8762 Seneca Trail in Fairleigh. Plus, you can shop 24/7 at BeckleyAutomall.com. Dutch Miller's Beckley Auto Mall and West Virginia's student athletes. A winning combination. GMC, we are professional grade.
At Access Health, we believe there's a difference between care and caring. We know you by name, and our 26 locations keep you healthy so that you can do the things that truly matter.
City National Bank, where you can purchase or refinance your home with the no down payment Champion Mortgage. No down payment, no private mortgage insurance, no kidding. Visit your local branch to get started today. City National Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender. To learn more, log on to mortgage.bankatcity.com.
Take care of this by the end of the day.
Sure, I'll take care of that. Done.
It's that easy with compliance. Compliance. We've got your back office.
The main goal of our firm is to provide the best client experience possible.
I want my clients to believe that they've experienced fairness. Then finally, I want them to know that they got a friend. I'm not in the business of running off business, but I'm in the business of being honest.
At the end of the day and at the end of the case, I want the client to know that they didn't leave anything on the table, to feel without doubt that they made the right decision to hire this firm.
bite better with Pepsi.
West Virginia Orthotic and Prosthetic Center provides orthotic and prosthetic devices, promoting the highest level of personal and professional patient care. West Virginia O&P has a state-of-the-art fabrication facility where devices are produced, customized, and fitted in-house by our fully certified staff. We are honored to have the opportunity to work with our veteran population, providing them with the highest level of care and support. We are conveniently located in Beckley, just off I-64 at the Brookshire Lane Medical Park. Please call for a free evaluation or contact us online.
And we welcome you back to the Battle for the Armory as we're getting ready for undefeated Charleston Catholic 7-0 against Wyoming East 4-1. This afternoon's game is brought to you in part by Infinity Co. Company. Infinity Co. offers a no premium, no deductible health insurance with dental and vision coverage. They also offer a company-paid life insurance, prescription drug coverage, and a company matching 401k plan. That's the good folks at Infinity and United Co. You can go online through the Facebook page at United Co., or you can pick up an application at the Guard Shack located on Independence Road in Sophia, West Virginia, how you can be employed by Infinity and United Co. Also, this afternoon's game brought to you in part by Modley's Plumbing and Heating. And, Eric, we talk about it all the time. You never know when you're going to need a plumber, and when you need it, you got to know who to call. And this is easy to remember, 304-253-HELP for Modley's Plumbing and Heating.
Yeah, they'll definitely bail you out when in your time of need.
Well, both teams going through the warm-up, and, Eric, I think we're going to have a great game. We had a really exciting game prior to this one. This was the third-place game in the Pepsi division, and James Monroe rallied, and they defeated Princeton by the score of 67-62. We're going to go ahead and take a break, come back, get you ready for the opening tip. We'll be right back here on Video Productions.
Dutch Miller's Beckley Auto Mall, West Virginia's largest GMC Buick dealer, is a proud sponsor of West Virginia High School athletics and our area student athletes. Dutch Miller's Beckley Auto Mall, with 2 locations for your convenience: 3934 Robert C. Byrd Drive in Beckley and 8762 Seneca Trail in Fairleigh. Plus, you can shop 24/7 at BeckleyAutomall.com. Dutch Miller's Beckley Auto Mall and West Virginia's student athletes. A winning combination. GMC, we are professional grade.
Little General Stores has been serving West Virginia communities for almost 5 decades. That's nearly 50 years of providing those essential needs for your daily journey. We are so grateful to be a small part of your lives, and we want to recognize the integral part of our operation, the LG family. We know these last couple years haven't been easy, but with every sunrise and sunset, you keep us going. To the LG family, the moms, dads, sisters, brothers, sons, and daughters of West Virginia, thank you.
As a former college football player, I realized that sports-related injuries can happen real fast. Hello, I'm Dr. Gross. If your child or grandchild is dealing with sports-related injuries, or maybe you're dealing with something that just won't go away, call me today and I can help you get back on the playing field. To better serve you, see us at one of our 3 locations in Beckley, Whipple, and Sophia at the numbers listed below. So take care of yourself. You deserve it.
Massey Power Sports is your one-stop off-road and tractor destination. We have an awesome selection of side-by-sides, ATVs, dirt bikes, tractors, and kid machines. Our machines come loaded with features the other brands don't have and will save you thousands of dollars versus the competition. Massey Power Sports offers the best prices, the best service, and the best warranties. Our locations in Beckley and Cross Lanes are here to serve you. Online at MasseyPowersports.com. Massey Power Sports. We power your work and your adventure.
Every bite better with Pepsi.
And we welcome you back to the Raleigh County Convention Center, ready for the championship game of the Pepsi Division. This afternoon's game is brought to you in part by Cracker Barrel. Cracker Barrel with locations in Beckley and Princeton, the Old Country Store. As a matter of fact, stopped by Cracker Barrel this morning, had me some delicious vittles, and I think you stopped by either today or yesterday, right?
Yeah, we had breakfast, a little breakfast send-off for my son this morning. I got the Country Boy breakfast, and it was really good.
Well, I got a text saying Marish, your partners here having vittles at Cracker Barrel.
Yes.
And also, this afternoon's game brought to you in part by Edward Jones. Edward Jones, your financial advisor. When you retire like I have, you've got to be able to plan for your future, and you can with the good folks at Edward Jones. You can call Heather Cantley at 304-254-9995 or Wayne Rhodes at 304-253-7335. We're a couple minutes away, Eric, of getting the ball game started. It's 7-0 Charleston Catholic, 4-1 Wyoming East. So right now, Eric, put your coaching cap on. If you're over in the Wyoming East huddle and you're Coach Derek Brooks, what do you think you're telling your squad right now before the game gets ready to start?
Well, this is not my theory, but I had a chance to talk with assistant coach Herbie Brooks, and he said, I said, what's the game plan today? He said, score the basketball.
Yeah.
Yeah, but he said, no, really, in all actuality, just really take care of the basketball and score it to stay in this game.
And I do believe, and I said this earlier in our first segment, that Wyoming East kind of goes the way Cole Lambert goes. And all the years that you and I have been following him, and really through his whole high school career because he's a senior, I thought yesterday he just didn't live up to the Cole Lambert that we're used to seeing. That's why I think the quality player he is, he'll have a bounce-back game here this afternoon.
Yeah, and exactly right. I don't think one I won't say it was a bad game, because the thing I was proud of, usually you check out if you're, considered a star player, you usually check out in all facets of the game if the ball's not going in the hoop. And I thought he still did a good job, of controlling his emotions and keeping the team going. But I'm with you. I think he will have a better game.
Maybe the right way for me to say that is he didn't have his usual good game, not necessarily maybe a bad game. How's that?
Yes, and not up to his
standard.
Yeah.
Also, right now, Eric, is before we get the game started, we have former Mountaineer head coach Bob Huggins out on the center floor, and he's going to present a check to each school. Also, Greg Darby, the CEO and leader of the Little General Stores that helped put this on, Charlie Houck, the tournament director. So we're going to have a $1,500 check presented to each school, and Coach Bob Huggins will do that. So we're moments away from getting the ball game started. Of course, current Glenville basketball coach and a former employee here with us at Video Productions, Bob Bolin, out there as well. Of course, his son, Andrew, is one of our cameramen here this afternoon, doing a fabulous job, along with Jackie Moon, the heavy hitter, Mr. Nick Eskins, producing and directing. I'm Maris Lowry with Eric Thomas. And we're moments away from getting the ball game started here between Charleston Catholic and Wyoming East. So there's going to be the presentation of a $1,500 check to each school for their participation here in this Little General event. I think that's a great thing.
I was going to say that's an outstanding gesture, by the Little General, and that $1,500 can go a long way to a lot of these, schools for all sports programs, and that's really good.
So each team, they'll do one at a time. Charleston Catholic right now, which will be the home team on the scoreboard, wearing the white uniforms. And there's Coach Bob Huggins, our former coach. I think, once you're a coach, I think even if you quit coaching, Eric, I think they always refer to you as a coach, right?
Yeah, every time all the coaches that have coached me, when I see them, they're still coach.
I got to tell you a story about Bob Huggins, and he came up to me today, and this goes back when he first got hired. That would have been 2007. And when he was being introduced as West Virginia's basketball coach, we were at Glade Springs. And Coach Huggins and I were talking, and the truck that was delivering the food and the beverages for this event was backing up. And they normally, put on like a sound, like a beep sound that you can hear them backing up. Well, this particular truck didn't. And the truck almost hit me, and Bob Huggins grabbed me. I think I've told you this story before. We fell over in a shade of bushes, and Bob Huggins saved me from getting hit by a truck. So after that, I got up and I said, Coach, you ready to give me a scholarship. He said, what for? I said, I was getting ready to take a charge. He said, if you'd have taken that charge, you'd have never taken another. Your legs would have been broken. You'd have died. So I guess I can owe Bob Huggins for saving my life that day over at Glade Springs back in 2000. I think it was 2007 when he was introduced as the new head coach at WVU.
Yeah, and you know what? That was a good assist by him.
Yeah, it was.
Coach Huggins was an outstanding, basketball player for WVU as well.
Yeah, and the thing is, a lot of these coaches, and I can speak because I actually know Bob Huggins, and I know John Beeline. John Beeline, who I have tremendous respect for, had an opportunity to sit down and meet and interview and talk to both of them. They're obviously they're great basketball coaches, but they're more like they're good people. They really understand a lot of things about people, not just the game of basketball.
Well, if you think about head coaching on any level, you have to manage so many different personalities, Maris, and get to know so many different people. That's why I always say that the locker room usually is a melting pot of different people and different philosophies, and it's really good. I think people come out better on the other side of being on the sports team.
Yeah, one of the things that really connected me to John Beeline, the former Mountaineer coach before Bob Huggins took over, was John Beeline was a big baseball fan. He's a St. Louis Cardinal fan, and one of the things of his deal, the car he got had to make sure that it had XM radio in it, Sirius, so he could listen to Cardinal baseball. And, me being I think a man for all sports, I love baseball, and a coach at that time, John Beeline, we got talking about baseball and how we really kind of connected. And once again, like I said, in that setting over at Glade when Bob Huggins was hired, and like I said, he saved me, and he's remembered that. And ever since that incident, whenever I've seen him at any game, he's always smiled and laughed about it. And he came up to me today and shook my hand, and he's still smiling at it. And that's 15, 16 years later.
Yeah, you always remember saving someone's.
And I appreciate that.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be maybe sitting here with you today or this afternoon calling the game if it wasn't for Bob Huggins. How about that?
Yeah, that's an awesome story, and I'm glad you got to share that with people as they're going over the starting lineup.
Yeah, player introduction, and there is Cole Lambert for Wyoming East. Also, it'll be Bryson Huff for the Warriors. Zach Hunt, Braxton Morgan, and Connor Fox are the starting five for Derek Brooks, Wyoming East Warriors that are 4-1. Coach Moles for Charleston Catholic are 7-0. They will go with Gio Cinco. It'll be Jalen Turner, Max Wilcox, Zayden Ranson, and Jeffrey Reynolds. And we're moments away from getting the ball game started. Got a veteran crew here refereeing. We do have a veteran crew broadcasting, but we have a veteran crew refereeing here this afternoon. So we're getting started just a little late. Supposed to tip at 4 o'clock, but, when each school's receiving $1,500, I don't think they mind starting a few minutes late.
No, exactly right. I mean, like I said, this tournament is a great tournament and really good for the schools who participate.
So I'm trying to do two things at once, and I know I will be focused on the game at hand, but also my Fighting Irish are playing right now in the Sun Bowl, and I was able to watch the first half. It's time to go to work now, but I do know that if it's any I don't know if it's going to help out the Charleston Catholic Irish, but the Notre Dame Fighting Irish are up 17-0 in the third quarter.
Yeah, and I see that they're probably. I knew they would probably roll. A lot of transfer portal stuff hurt Oregon State.
Yeah,
I think their starting quarterback definitely.
Well, it's their third-team quarterback,
yes.
and Notre Dame as well. Notre Dame had 18 players in which to opt out, and both quarterbacks today, Notre Dame's quarterback and Oregon State, were making their first career start. But anyway, enough of that. It's time for basketball. Eric's ready. I'm ready. Everybody's ready. It'll be Charleston Catholic in the white uniforms trimmed in green, and it'll be the Warriors of Wyoming East in green uniforms trimmed in white. So a lot of green and white out on the floor here this afternoon.
A lot of Boston Celtic colors out here tonight.
Yeah, and the Shamrock. We see people in the stands with that.
Speaking of the Celtics, you see where it took overtime
to beat the Pistons. Eventually the Pistons are going to get off the hook, and you don't want to be that team to have the Pistons break that long losing streak against.
But I almost predicted it.
Yeah, almost, ladies and gentlemen, almost. All right, we're ready for high school basketball here. Wyoming East will control the tip, have first crack at it. Catholic will come out and play man-to-man. Here's Lambert with it now. 7-0 Charleston Catholic against 4-1 Wyoming East. Wyoming East working the ball around.
Well, just the intensity on this first possession, as you can see, as Cole Lambert
pulls up, Shoots a 16-footer, too strong, and coming out of there with the rebound will be Ranson for Charleston Catholic. And he double dribbled. And that's why if you're a big man, you get the rebound. Don't try to be a guard. You got to give it up to the guards, right?
Get it up and get it out and try to fill that lane. But good looking shot for Cole Lambert. And you know that bucket will start looking much larger once he gets one to fall.
Here's Wyoming East on the attack. Around the horn they go, trying to get somebody free. Nice ball screen. And Catholic turns it over. Or turns Wyoming East over, rather, as they were able to have an errant pass. And now here's Charleston Catholic setting up their offense. It looks like Wyoming East is going to play some zone here.
Zone them out a little bit, yes.
So Turner with it now. Shaking and baking on the drive to the baseline. They cut him off. Good ball movement. Into the lane, a little floater, and that's going to be short. As that shot was put up by Wilcox. Wilcox had 17 in yesterday's win over Princeton, and he left that one short. Played a minute and a half, Eric. No one scored yet.
Got a good look, got inside the paint, just came up a little short. And they're really, Catholic's really pushing this Wyoming East offense way out.
And we're going to have a foul.
That's going to be on Cinco for Catholic. We'll pick up.
So it'll be a common foul. It'll be the first foul of the ball game, first team foul. And it'll be side out for Wyoming East. And they'll inbound across the way. So here's Lambert with it. Around the horn they go. Morgan with it now. It's been really good defense by Catholic.
Yeah, just really in the jersey of the Wyoming East ball handlers. And you have to be strong with the basketball in this caliber game. And we're going to say it like we did yesterday. This is state tournament type of atmosphere here.
And, you know, points are at a premium. They get the ball in the post to Fox. Fox, baseline shot and scores. Fox with a big height advantage, and he was able to use it to his advantage and get the little short baseline shot for the first points of the ball game. Wyoming still back in that zone. Here's a lob and a slam dunk by Turner. And I think it's as impressive as the dunk was, Eric. The pass right on the money for Turner to get it above the rim and throw it down.
Yeah, right on the money, and Turner knew what to do with it once he got in his hands. Impressive play by Catholic.
Lambert into the lane. He couldn't connect, but he gets his own rebound, goes up in traffic. It won't go. Ball rolled around the rim. Just hard luck right there. He had two good looks.
Yeah, 0 of 3 to start the game. Cole Lambert is going to get a travel.
Yep, a turnover. So.
Technical.
Well, I'm not sure where's. Yeah, I thought that, like you did, Eric. I thought it was going to be a turnover, but it's going to be a technical called. And it's going to be called on Wyoming East.
Ooh, that's an early tee on the Wyoming East bench.
Yeah. So what that means is Coach Derek Brooks has to sit down the rest of the game. He can't get up.
Can the assistant stand?
You know, I don't know. I really don't like that rule. Maybe you get a technical. You still ought to be able to stand.
Yeah, I mean, that's the hardest thing in the world to do.
Yeah, especially, I mean, when you're engaged in your team, I mean, you have to put a seatbelt on a lot of coaches.
Hey, it's hard for me to sit down and watch a game.
Right. when you're invested, as Turner makes the first free throw. But obviously something that Coach Brooks had said over there barking on the far side. Because I was with you, Eric. I thought when the ball went to the corner, I thought when the whistle blew, it was going to be a walk.
I thought he either walked or stepped out of bounds.
Yeah. Yes. So Catholic will keep possession of the ball as Turner makes both technical free throws. And that also goes as a team foul as well.
Yes. So that'll be their second team foul, which they don't have up on the board. Wyoming East. No, their first. The first foul was on Cinco.
Yeah, right. And Turner turns it over.
Too much green has my eye.
Yeah, well, I'm with you on that. This whole arena's green and white. There's Fox into the lane with a little short shot. Nice touch by Fox.
That Fox is really developing. That freshman has a big upside for Wyoming East.
Yeah, I like his game. You and I did the scrimmage that Wyoming East played against Independence. I thought Fox played really well in that.
It really improved.
Yes.
In the 3 weeks since.
Yes.
Month since.
So he got a nice soft shot right there in close. Turner off the screen. Around the horn they go. Here's Wilcox with it. They get the ball to Turner. They leave him open for a minute. Now Wilcox will dial up a three on its way short, Long rebound is run down in the corner,
Hunt,
that time by Hunt.
And Hunt, he quietly does a lot of good things for this Wyoming East team,
And, Eric, this game is kind of starting out the way Wyoming East and James Monroe did yesterday. It's a lot of action, but don't have a lot of scoring in a game.
That's what I was able to tell the coaching staff of Wyoming East. I said for a 35-point game, it was a lot of excitement. Well played, actually.
So here's Lambert with it. Trying to maybe post Fox up on the low block there, right of the lane. 3.5 to go, opening quarter. But the defense has been good. Here's a high ball screen. Lambert goes around it, gets to the rim, off the glass, won't go, tipped up once. Fox with a beautiful tip, and Wyoming East has the lead.
Fox is 3 of 3 from the floor, and Cole Lambert still struggling just a tad, 0 for 4 on the afternoon.
But, it's like a batting slump, Eric. The only way to get out of a batting slump, you got to keep swinging, right?
That's
just like
right.
A shooting slump.
Hey,
You got to keep shooting.
You got to shoot your way out of it. Hey, the way you got in it, you were shooting.
That's
correct.
right. You got to get out of it the way you got in it. You're exactly right. Down low, shot up. We got a whistle and a foul, and it'll be free throw time. As getting to the line will be Zayden Ranson. He'll shoot a pair.
And I think that was whistled on Braxton Morgan on the hold, and that's the second team foul. First on Braxton Morgan. The other team foul was via a technical by Derek Brooks.
So here comes a couple of free throws by Ranson. The first one is good.
And as you can see, a well-rounded team. Charleston Catholic's 3 for 3 at the free throw line.
Second free throw, and you jinxed him. That's the broadcaster's jinx, but Wyoming East can't corral the rebound, and it'll stay with Catholic. Sometimes you got to wonder. It seems like every time, not just us, but on the national level, on any level, it seems like it happens all the time. I know you and I were watching. Remember the Chiefs and the Patriots?
Yeah.
We were watching together, and I said, the Kansas City kicker's like hasn't missed
he's
a
automatic.
kick. And as soon as they put it up on the screen, he shanked it.
And not only did he miss it, he missed it
Yeah,
bad.
he shanked it bad. Here's a 3 on the right side. It's no good. That was Cinco, and he wasn't in sync that time. But an offensive rebound, and Wilcox puts it back up and in. Catholic regains the lead. Wyoming East breaks the pressure. There's a turnover.
It's going to be a travel.
Yep. And I think Catholic got Wyoming East playing a little faster that time than maybe what Wyoming East would like to play.
Sped them up. And once you break that initial pressure, I would, dribble out, reset, and let the troops come back, because right now your best player is Connor Fox down low.
So here's Cinco with it on the drive. They cut him off. Skips it to Wilcox. Turner into the lane. Bunny hop. Now Cinco for 3 in the right corner. Good. Cinco dials it up from the near side corner. And now Catholic extends the pressure. Wyoming East breaks the pressure. Here's the 3 coming up. And it's good. 3 ball by Hunt.
Nice under control. Got his legs up under him and knocks down the 3 in transition.
Ranson down low, goes up, right side, and Fox, I think, altered that shot. Ranson got his own rebound. It's rejected by Fox.
I like how Fox is really staying with it and staying straight up. And, a lot of contact, but letting him play. The offensive guy, was initiating a little of it. And I like how the refs just let him play.
Yes, Aliff will check into the lineup for Charleston Catholic. A 6'2 sophomore, Wilkes Aliff. And to say, I thought it was going to be Catholic's ball. It won't. It went out of bounds off of Catholic, and Wyoming East has possession with a chance to regain the lead here.
And this is one thing good to have Cole Lambert. He's a one-man press breaker.
Lambert down the lane, tacks the rim, lays it up and in. Wyoming East back in front. And that's the Cole Lambert, Eric, you and I are used to seeing. And we'll have a 30-second timeout here as Charleston Catholic coaches are very upset allowing Lambert to take the ball coast to coast, Eric, and lay it in like that.
Well, and, this is good coaching by Hunter Mose. You don't want any guard, especially a good guard like Cole Lambert, to have a direct line, to the basket.
Today's game brought to you in part by Indoor Air. Indoor Air is your Amana dealer. Indoor Air is a proud sponsor of high school sports in the state of West Virginia. You can dial up Indoor Air at 304-890-2212. The good folks at Indoor Air. Also the game this afternoon being brought to you in part by Leisure Lanes, Johnstown Road in Beckley. Leisure Lanes has futuristic bowling every Friday and Saturday night. It's hard to believe, Eric, this is the final Friday of this year, final weekend. And, of course, if you're not doing anything after the games tonight, you can call Leisure Lanes, reserve a lane at 304-253-7328. Out of the timeout, Catholic will have it as the Wyoming East Warriors have a 1-point lead. And, you know, the game, it seems like the pace of the game has kind of picked up a little bit from the first couple of minutes.
Yeah, it really has. And just both teams offensively are crisp right now. But
there's another lob and a Turner catch and score. That's the second time the quarter. This time he didn't throw it down, but a nice lob and a nice soft hands for Turner to catch and lay it in.
The pass wasn't as good as the last time.
But the result was.
That's a hard pass to make. It is.
And, you know, back in the day, Eric, UCLA used to do that so great when Bill Walton was playing. There's a little baseline shot by Lambert, back-to-back hoops.
Yeah.
Wyoming East back in front.
See, all it takes is one for a score, one to fall, and then you feel like I'm hot.
Yeah, you know, Greg Lee, he since just passed away. He was the guard at UCLA about 50 years ago. He used to throw that lob for Bill Walton. You couldn't dunk back then. Walton would catch it and lay it in, and there's a 3-ball by Turner. So Turner, I think he's, thinking, hey, I want to hope this is a case of Pepsi we're giving out at the end of the game.
That's correct. And Turner has 9 points, almost in double figures in the first quarter.
Let's see if Wyoming East will hold it for the final shot of the quarter.
And you know how they do stats. There's how many minutes in a quarter?
Oh, there's 8 minutes in a quarter.
So if you have 9 points in 8 minutes, that's
pretty good. Wyoming East, there's a pass inside. I think we're going to have a Catholic foul, and it will be against Charleston Catholic. That'll go against Reynolds.
Yeah, Reynolds. Kind of a little body check down low as he tries to help side.
Yep, clearly a
foul. Lower body check.
So Wyoming East with 4.2 seconds left, and this kind of neat how they look at how their players circle around like this. Still have an opportunity to get a good look. It comes into Fox to Lambert. They're going to have to shoot it. The clock running down. Tough three on its way. It doesn't go, and that's the end of one. At the end of the first quarter, your score is Charleston Catholic 15, Wyoming East 13. We'll be back right after this here on Video Productions.
Hi, I'm Leanna Burnett, owner of Window World of Beckley. At Window World, we are proud to deliver exterior solutions that are beautiful, affordable, and guaranteed for life. We do things the right way. Honest pricing, no gimmicks, and thousands of satisfied customers. Call Window World of Beckley today at 1-800-NEXT-WINDOW and have your new windows, siding, and doors before winter. Window World of Beckley, family owned,
nationally known.
You have a goal. You know what you want. Start with us, New River Community and Technical College, your community college. Take classes online or in a classroom in Beaver, Lewisburg, Summersville, or Princeton, or step outside the classroom in one of our technical or health programs. Find flexible and affordable options to help you reach your goal. It's closer than you think when you start with us, New River Community and Technical College. Apply today.
This afternoon's game is brought to you in part by Altruist Realty. You can give them a call there at 304-575-0838 for David and Cindy Chin at Altruist Realty. Well, Eric, pretty good first quarter. It started slow, but it really picked up in the final 3.5 minutes of that quarter, and Catholic will have the first possession of the second quarter with a 2-point lead.
Yeah, now high-quality basketball played in that first quarter. You know, game of runs, and both teams have it clicking on all cylinders right now.
So Wyoming East still back in that zone. Here's a steal by Hunt. Hunt takes it to the basket, pulls up, little short shot, in and out, no good. And back the other way, and we got a foul on Hunt, little aggressive, trying to get the steal on the outlet pass.
Yeah, you know, good thoughts, bad decision, the angle he took, and picks up the third. Or his first foul in the first of the quarter.
And, you know, Eric, I think Hunt was frustrated because he had a good look on the shot. He got the steal, and he had a short shot there right of the lane, about 6 feet, and he missed it. And then I thought maybe a little frustration caused him to commit that foul.
Yeah, I think you're correct, and been better off to retreat, not pick up a cheapie.
So here's Catholic on the attack. Turner's been the man. He had 9 points in the first quarter, 9 out of Catholic's 15.
Good on-ball defense right there by Hunt.
And now Turner into the lane. They cut him off. Here's a 3-ball wide open. That's not even close. as that 3 ball that time was put up by Aliff. And back the other way comes Wyoming East. 2 will tie it, 3 will give them the lead. Lambert on the drive into the lane, puts up a running shot and draws the foul. No, he commits the foul.
They're going to call a charge. Gio Cinco stood in there and took the charge as Cole Lambert got around the initial defender. He picks up his first and the team's second.
Yeah,
and the defender that was on ball was bailed out a little bit.
Yeah, there's a replay, and I tell you, Eric, the referee, he was standing right in front of me, and I know I should watch the monitor, but when I heard the whistle, I didn't see the great defensive play that was Cinco made, and that was the right call. So back the other way, here's Catholic with it. There's Wilcox getting the ball into the lane. Here's Cinco from the far corner. That's a little strong. Long rebounds out to Lambert for Wyoming East. So this quarter's kind of starting the way the game did, Eric. You know, we're a minute and a half into the quarter.
Trade misses and fouls.
Yeah, right. And they just got to kind of get settled in a little bit. But one thing I've noticed, too, Catholic, they're not afraid to switch. On a ball screen, say right there, they're not afraid to switch. This time Fox rolls to the basket, and he'll draw the foul.
Yeah, and that's going to be whistled on Wilcox, be his first and the team's first of the quarter. And you're right, but you know what I like that that Wyoming East is doing? They're really trying to get it in the hands of Fox, you know, early in the quarter, and I think that keeps him more involved.
Yeah, they called that foul on the floor, so Wyoming East had inbound on the baseline. Wyoming East can tie it, or if they can hit a 3 or get a 3 the old-fashioned way, they can take the lead. Here's Lambert on the drive, baseline right side, in and out, heartbreak. That's a good-looking shot, and it just wouldn't stay down.
Yeah, good-looking moves to create a shot. That's a travel.
Yes, it is.
Good-looking moves to create a shot, just having tough luck.
So on the turnover, and we've yet to have anyone score. We played a little over 2 minutes, 2 minutes and 3 seconds to be exact, and neither team has scored here in quarter number 2.
Yeah, each team holding serve defensively, right?
So here's Wyoming East. The offense runs through Lambert, who has it now. Here's a 3 for the lead. It's not there. That's too strong. That shot put up that time by Huff. And back the other way, here's Turner with it for Catholic on the baseline. Tacks the basket, puts it up. Fox with a rejection. The ball's free. Here's Hunt. Hunt attacks the basket. Over Turner, lays it up too strong, and Reynolds gets the rebound, and we have a whistle and a foul.
What hustle by Jay Allen Turner, though, as he had the shot rejected at one end, if we could catch it, and really hustled to affect the shot and not pick up the foul. And they're going to call over the back
on Reynolds.
On Reynolds, and that'll be Reynolds' second.
And team second here in this quarter. Checking into the ball game will be Luke Blades, a 5'9" junior. So Blades inserted to the Catholic lineup.
It'll be Blades' first action of the night.
And once again, you know, we're coming up, Eric, on almost 3 minutes into this quarter, and no one scored.
Well, if you're Wyoming East, the pace of the game is definitely in your favor. You know,
and the game is played very similar to yesterday's game when they beat James Monroe by 1 point. Here's Fox. I'm not sure that's the shot they want him to take as he misses. With that size, he's better, as we know, Eric, up underneath the basket.
In his first miss of the afternoon, but you're exactly right. If you're Charleston Catholic, you'll take him shooting that shot all.
Wilcox into the lane with the left hand and scores. That's the first basket of this quarter for either team.
Nice step through, a Euro step to get that off in front of Connor Fox.
Yeah, we played over 3 minutes before that bucket. Here's Morgan with it, finds Lambert. Lambert thought about the 3. We got a whistle away from the ball. Illegal screen.
And wouldn't you know it, the 3 was made. But illegal screen.
So they're going to have illegal screen. I think that was Fox, and it is. He gets his first, and it'll be the team's third of the quarter. And, you know, we've seen a lot more of that, this year than in recent years because so many teams run ball screens like that.
Yep, especially high ball screens. It's real tough for the big. If he's not set, they're going to pick that up every time.
And sometimes I guess the ball handler has to see where his man's setting the pick. As Turner gets into the lane, leans in, a lot of contact, and that'll be another foul on Fox. And I think he got him with the body. I think that was a good call.
Bodied up, but that's 2 quick ones now in decision time right here for Coach Brooks. with 4:08 left in the quarter, in the half actually, and you don't want Connor Fox to pick up another cheap foul here, so you may want to dig into that bench.
As Turner makes, as soon as you said that, Eric, Wyoming East will get a player up and into the ball game, and it'll be Corey Hall, a 6'4" junior, as the first free throw is made by Turner, and he'll now shoot the back end of the two-shot opportunity. Second free throw on its way, got them both. He's a good-looking player, and I think he's going to play somewhere at the next level.
Definitely, and that's his 11th point.
Yeah, biggest lead of the game right here, coming up on the halfway point of quarter number 2. This is the Pepsi Division title game. Of course, at the end of this game, Eric and I will pick the Pepsi, the Diet Pepsi, and the Pepsi Zero players of the game. Here's Lambert on the move. Lambert passes the ball inside. The shot for Hall doesn't go, but Morgan clears the rebound, and we got a whistle on the floor, and that's going to be a foul on Catholic.
Yeah, and I think they're going to get Luke Blades for the body, a little body on that one.
So that will be the third team foul of the quarter on Catholic. Catholic's committed 3 team fouls. Wyoming's committed 4 on the 5th foul of every quarter is when you shoot. No more 1-and-1. Everything's 2 shots. They get the ball inside. Here's Huff for 3. Got it. Huff drains a 3 on the far corner.
Was that Hunt or Huff?
Oh, that was Hunt. Did I say Huff?
Yes,
I meant to say it was Hunt. I beg your pardon. Down the lane is Wilcox off the glass. Not there. Offensive putback. And there's a foul. And getting to the free throw line is going to be Ranson, the 6'3" sophomore for Charleston Catholic.
And take your pick on this foul. I think they're going to call it on Morgan, Braxton Morgan for Wyoming East. That's his second and team's 5th, but it was a shooting foul anyway. But from here on out, Charleston Catholic will shoot 2 for each foul.
So the first free throw is good. Catholic's extended their lead to 4. Biggest lead has been 6. Second free throw on its way is good, and Ranson got them both. That's one thing I noticed yesterday and in previous years. Charleston Catholic, or team-wise, are really good at the free throw line.
Yeah, and that's what teams at championship level need to really shoot the ball good from the three-point line.
And Huff misses, but Hunt gets the rebound and a nice putback. And that was a kind of difficult shot that Hunt on that rebound on the baseline for that deuce.
Yeah, Johnny on the spot right there.
Here's Ranson, give and go. Nice play and a nice finish. Wilcox right to the rim. Like I said, the pace, everything is really picked up here in this second quarter. Lambert on the move. They cut him off. Lambert on the drive on the baseline. Count it and one. As Lambert with a nice finish as he gets to the free throw line to try to polish off a three-point play.
And I didn't see who that was Wilson on for Catholic. That's going to be on Wilkes Aliff. That'll be his first.
Team's 4th. As we watch the replay, that's a nice job by Lambert, able to split the defenders and get the hoop and the harm. And he does polish off a three-point play to get Wyoming East within 2.
And this has been back to forth, as you said. After the first 3 minutes of the quarter, it seemed like business has picked up offensively.
So here's Ranson with it. Once again, Wyoming East has played zone the entire half. And there's a turnover. So Wyoming East with a chance to tie or regain the lead if they can hit a 3 on this possession.
Yeah, ball fake, but the feet were moving.
If you're just joining us, Wyoming East coach Derek Brooks was hit with a technical foul, so he can do all his yelling from a sitting position for the remainder of the game instead of standing. I personally don't like that rule, but they didn't ask me when they made it, Eric. Here's a Hunt for 3. It doesn't go. Long rebound comes out to Charleston Catholic.
Hey, I thought Hunt had one dialed up from our angle. It looked like that was good, just a little strong.
Ranson with it. Nice drive on the baseline, lay it up and in. That's a great move. Good-looking player, Zayden Ranson, 6'3" sophomore for Charleston Catholic. Here's Hall with it now, back to Lambert. Lambert into the lane, they cut him off. They double team Lambert now. Here's Huff on the drive. One-hand little jump shot. Good, right in the center of the lane.
And Bryson Huff able to get into the scorers column. That was a much-needed make right there by Wyoming East.
The flow of the game, the offense has really picked up here in the second quarter.
And I think this decision to play zone has really affected the flow of offense for Charleston Catholic.
Here's a short baseline shot that doesn't go. Wyoming East comes down with the rebound. As that time that was Aliff who missed that short shot for Catholic. Lambert on the drive down the lane with the left hand off the glass. It won't go. Ranson back the other way. Wilcox with it. Wyoming East does a good job back in transition. And down to the final 40 seconds of half number one. And I'm not going to say it.
I was thinking it.
I know you were. I can read. Eric, you and I have worked together so long. I think we can finish each other's sentences.
Yeah,
we know what each other's thinking. Turner on the drive, into the lane, stops, a little short shot, good.
And you would have been right.
Smooth player.
I mean, wrong again.
That's why I didn't say it. I didn't want to. I knew they wasn't going to hold it for the last shot. So by not saying it, that makes me right, correct? Correct. Final 15 seconds. Now might be last shot time for Wyoming East. Final 10 seconds of the half. Lambert spins. They cut him off, double team. Here's a shot by Morgan. It doesn't go. And that's how the half will end. At the end of the first half, your score is Charleston Catholic 27, Wyoming East 23. We'll take a break, come back and recap as you're watching live streaming coverage of the Battle for the Armory, the Pepsi Championship, here on Video Productions.
Football season is starting and the all-star lineup of new Kias are here at Friendship Kia of Beckley. We have the playbook to help you score the big win on your new Kia purchase. We make sure you get the best price with almost all of our new cars priced at invoice. And don't forget, we have one of the largest selections of inventory to help find you that perfect ride. We have a roster full of non-commissioned sales staff and an any reason 7-day exchange program. So get off the bench and get a new Kia from your friends at Friendship Kia of Beckley.
We're dealing!
Little General Stores has been serving West Virginia communities for almost 5 decades. That's nearly 50 years of providing those essential needs for your daily journey. We are so grateful to be a small part of your lives, and we want to recognize the integral part of our operation, the LG family. We know these last couple years haven't been easy, but with every sunrise and sunset, you keep us going. To the LG family, the moms, dads, sisters, brothers, sons, and daughters of West Virginia, thank you.
The main goal of our firm is to provide the best client experience possible.
I want my clients to believe that they've experienced fairness. Then finally, I want them to know that they got a friend. I'm not in the business of running off business, but I'm in the business of being honest.
At the end of the day and at the end of the case, I want the client to know that they didn't leave anything on the table, to feel without doubt that they made the right decision to hire this firm.
And we welcome you back to the Raleigh County Convention Center, Dave Bartsdale Court with Eric Thomas. I'm Maris Lowry. The heavy hitter, HH, Mr. Nick Eskins, producing and directing. He's done a fabulous job as he's produced and directed every game, all four yesterday, and he'll do all 4 here today. We also have Andrew Bolin and Jackie Moon on camera. Recapping the first half, it was a 15-13 lead for Charleston Catholic at the end of the quarter. It went back and forth, and into the second quarter, same way, back and forth. The biggest lead was 6 points, and it's at 4 points. So Catholic increased their lead by 2 points, and they lead 27-23. Your scoring recap is brought to you by Dr. Tabbitt and video production. Thanks our instant replay sponsor, West Virginia Orthopedic Trauma. Dr. Tabbitt, whether you are in a car accident or you had a sports-related injury, Dr. Tabbitt's the one to get to, a proud supporter of high school basketball in the state of West Virginia. Also being brought to you by Infinity Co. If you want to apply for a job at Infinity Co. Company, you can apply online at the Facebook page at United Co. Company, or you can pick up an application at the Guard Shack located on Independence Road in Sophia, West Virginia. We'll take a break. When we come back, we'll go inside the numbers with Eric. 4-point advantage for Catholic at the break, 27-23. We'll be right back here on Video Productions.
Massey Power Sports is your one-stop off-road and tractor destination. We have an awesome selection of side-by-sides, ATVs, dirt bikes, tractors, and kid machines. Our machines come loaded with features the other brands don't have and will save you thousands of dollars versus the competition. Massey Power Sports offers the best prices, the best service, and the best warranties. Our locations in Beckley and Cross Lanes are here to serve you. Online at MasseyPowersports.com. Massey Power Sports. We power your work and your adventure.
Take care of this by the end of the day.
Sure, I'll take care of that. Done.
It's that easy with compliance. Compliance. We've got your back office.
Dutch Miller's Beckley Auto Mall, West Virginia's largest GMC Buick dealer, is a proud sponsor of West Virginia high school athletics and our area student athletes. Dutch Miller's Beckley Auto Mall, with 2 locations for your convenience: 3934 Robert C. Byrd Drive in Beckley and 8762 Seneca Trail in Fairleigh. Plus, you can shop 24/7 at BeckleyAutomall.com. Dutch Miller's Beckley Auto Mall and West Virginia's student athletes. A winning combination. GMC, we are professional grade.
Unlock the money already in your home at City National Bank. Consolidate loans or fund your next big project with a home equity line of credit with a great low intro rate. Visit your local branch to get started. City National Bank, member FDIC, an equal housing lender. Learn more at homeequity.bankatcity.com.
Little General Stores has been serving West Virginia communities for almost 5 decades. We are so grateful to be a small part of your lives, and we want to recognize the integral part of our operation, the LG family. You keep us going. Thank you.
Compliance helped me lose 50 pounds by freeing up tasks like payroll, HR, and bookkeeping. I'm now free to do what I want.
With compliance, you can do what you want to do. Compliance. We've got your back office.
Hey, my name is Justice, and a little thing I love about Chick-fil-A nugget trays is that they're all unique. Every nugget you look at is its own different special little nugget. They're great for any occasion, but especially holidays. When you don't have enough time, when you need something quick, that flavor is always popping.
And we welcome you back to the Raleigh County Convention Center, as this is the championship game of the Battle for the Armory in the Pepsi division. And at the break, it's a 4-point lead for Catholic as they lead 27-23 over Wyoming East. We're getting ready to go inside the numbers, and inside the numbers are brought to you by Edward Jones, your financial advisor. You can call Heather Cantley at 304-254-9995 or Wayne Rhodes at 304-253-7335. Also brought to you by Cracker Barrel, the old country store with locations in Beckley and Princeton. And I know that, Eric, you had vittles, was it this morning, right, at Cracker Barrel, and I bet you got some of that crisp bacon that I like.
I got some bacon and a little sausage, and I knew I needed that good fuel for the day, for this long day of watching basketball and taking in some games with you.
All right, Eric, you have the numbers, you have the team and individual totals of this first half.
Okay, once again, Charleston Catholic has a 27-23 lead over Wyoming East. And surprisingly, Wyoming East has gotten more shots on goal than Charleston Catholic. They are 10 of 24 from the field, 2 of 7 from three-point range, Maris, and only 1 of 1 at the free throw line, which is the difference in the score, as Charleston Catholic is 9 of 20 from the field, 2 of 6 from 3, but 7 of 8 from the charity stripe. And Wyoming East is being led in scoring right now by Zach Hunt with 8 points, Cole Lambert with 7, Connor Fox with 6 points, all coming in the first quarter, and Bryson Huff pitching in with 2. And on the flip side, Jay Allen Turner leads the way for Charleston Catholic. He leads all scorers with 13 points. Max Wilcox has 6. Zayden Ranson 5, and Gio Cinco hit a long ball for 3 points in the first half.
So at the break, a 4-point Charleston Catholic lead, 27-23. Anybody's game, Eric, as we go into the second half. We'll take a final halftime break, come back and get you ready for that second half as we're streaming live here on Video Productions.
Massey Power Sports is your one-stop off-road and tractor destination. We have an awesome selection of side-by-sides, ATVs, dirt bikes, tractors, and kid machines. Our machines come loaded with features the other brands don't have and will save you thousands of dollars versus the competition. Massey Power Sports offers the best prices, the best service, and the best warranties. Our locations in Beckley and Cross Lanes are here to serve you. Online at MasseyPowersports.com. Massey Power Sports. We power your work and your adventure.
take care of this by the end of the day.
Sure, I'll take care of that.
Done. It's that easy with compliance. Compliance. We've got your back office.
Dutch Miller's Beckley Auto Mall, West Virginia's largest GMC Buick dealer, is a proud sponsor of West Virginia high school athletics and our area student athletes. Dutch Miller's Beckley Auto Mall, with 2 locations for your convenience: 3934 Robert C. Byrd Drive in Beckley and 8762 Seneca Trail in Fairleigh. Plus, you can shop 24/7 at BeckleyAutomall.com. Dutch Miller's Beckley Auto Mall and West Virginia's student athletes. A winning combination. GMC, we are professional grade.
Unlock the money already in your home at City National Bank. Consolidate loans or fund your next big project with a home equity line of credit with a great low intro rate. Visit your local branch to get started. City National Bank, member FDIC, and equal housing lender. Learn more at homeequity.bankatcity.com.
Little General Stores has been serving West Virginia communities for almost 5 decades. We are so grateful to be a small part of your lives, and we want to recognize the integral part of our operation, the LG family. You keep us going. Thank you.
Compliance helped me lose 50 pounds by freeing up tasks like payroll, HR, and bookkeeping. I'm now free to do what I want.
With compliance, you can do what you want to do. Compliance. We've got your back office.
Hey, my name is Justice, and a little thing I love about Chick-fil-A nugget trays is that they're all unique. Every nugget you look at is its own different special little nugget. They're great for any occasion, but especially holidays. When you don't have enough time, when you need something quick, that flavor is always popping.
And we're ready to go to the second half in this battle for the Armory, the Pepsi Division Championship game between undefeated Charleston Catholic, 7-0 and 4-1 Wyoming East. And Eric, it will be, looks like Wyoming East will have the first possession of the second half. Catholic led by 2, 15-13 at the end of the quarter. They outscored them by 2 in the second quarter to lead by 4, 27-23 as we're ready to start the second half.
Yeah, and I think the first 2 or 3 possessions for Wyoming East are going to be crucial to try to cut into this lead and keep it, nip and tuck game, and maybe strike in the fourth quarter.
So here's Wyoming East. They have the first possession of the second half. They're down 4. Lambert barks out signals. There's a ball screen head of the lane. Looks like Wyoming's got to get a little bit more motion going as Lambert tries to turn the corner. Cinco on him. There's a ball screen there. They double up at Lambert. Here's a 3 ball from the near side corner. Is too strong. That was by Hunt. And the ball is loose, and Fox able to get that ball as they throw the ball back in. He got it at his highest point.
Yeah, he was able to climb the ladder right there. That was smart by Hunt, throwing it straight up in the air, giving his guy a chance to go get it.
Lambert, well, this has been good defense as a 15-footer doesn't go. That was a really good defensive set, and they had to play defense for a long time for Charleston Catholic.
1 minute and 10 seconds on the defensive end, and able to induce a tough shot and get the rebound.
Here's Turner with it. He's been the main offensive plug. He'll dial it up for 3. Doesn't go. Battle for the rebound. It's loose, and Wyoming East comes out of there with it. Good hustle that time by Morgan. Back the other way come Wyoming East. Eric, the start of the first 2 quarters, each team had a hard time scoring. As Fox, a little turnaround, it doesn't go, and he'll draw the foul. Good move by Fox.
Good move, a little drop step and turn into his offhand, but here's where he has to make a difference and make the free throws.
So Fox will get to the line. He'll shoot 2 and try to get Wyoming East within 2.
And that one was whistled on Zayden Ransom.
As he misses the first. Fox ready for the second. Free throw on its way, and he gets 1 of 2. So Fox makes 1 of 2 to trim the lead to 3. Here's Cinco, nowhere to go. And Wilcox steps out of bounds.
And good defense once again on that baseline by Connor Fox, as he didn't try to cut the baseline off, but he didn't give them enough room to really dribble as Catholic dribbled it out of bounds.
So 2 minutes in here to the third quarter, which has been a highly contested game, what we thought it would be. Charleston Catholic undefeated, Wyoming East with 1 loss. Nice play, and Fox with a nice finish left of the lane. And a timeout by Charleston Catholic. And let's see, it'll be a 30 or a full. It's going to be a full, so we'll take it with and be right back here on Video Productions.
Little General Stores has been serving West Virginia communities for almost 5 decades. We are so grateful to be a small part of your lives, and we want to recognize the integral part of our operation, the LG family. You keep us going. Thank you.
West Virginia Orthotic and Prosthetic Center provides orthotic and prosthetic devices, promoting the highest level of personal and professional patient care. West Virginia O&P has a state-of-the-art fabrication facility where devices are produced, customized, and fitted in-house by our fully certified staff. We are honored to have the opportunity to work with our veteran population, providing them with the highest level of care and support. We are conveniently located in Beckley, just off I-64 at the Brookshire Lane Medical Park. Please call for a free evaluation or contact us online.
This game is sponsored by Brian Helton. Brian is running to represent you in the state Senate. Brian is the conservative choice for Raleigh, Wyoming, and Fayette counties. He is pro-life and supports our Second Amendment rights. Brian Helton will work hard to make it happen. Paid for by Helton for West Virginia. Kayla Kessinger, Treasurer.
And we welcome you back to Beckley with Eric Thomas. I'm Maros Lowry, the heavy hitter, Mr. Nick Eskins, producing and directing. Andrew Bolin on camera along with Jackie Moon. This is the second of 4 games here this afternoon and on into the evening. The next game, Eric, Bill O'Brien, and Brian Helton will have, it'll be Oak Hill against East Fairmont. Then you and I will have the marquee matchup between Beckley and Shady tonight, tipping approximately around 8 o'clock.
Yeah, highly anticipated game as Catholic turns it over out of the timeout, and that has to really frustrate the head coach, Hunter Mose. If you're going to take a timeout like that, you want to try to get some offense and score out of it.
And, Eric, we talk about Beckley playing Shady tonight. And Shady wins in blowout fashion. And Beckley, as there's a foul, as I'm talking a foul on Catholic, Beckley able to win a very tight, difficult game against Oak Hill and squeeze it out by 2. I think coming back 24 hours later, I don't think that really matters because obviously it's 2 different opponents, but I think both teams really will be jacked up, ready to go at one another tonight.
Anytime that, this Shady Beckley plays, and right now, it's not based on the series history over the years. It's not been a rivalry, but lately Shady's been getting the best of Beckley.
Yeah, if I'm as Wyoming East turns it over, I think Shady's won the last 4 in the rivalry, and Shady, I think it only beat him one previous time up until they beat him like these last 4 times.
Yes,
so we'll look forward to that. You and I will have the call of that one. It'll tip at approximately 8 o'clock tonight. And, of course, Beckley and Shady will play in a regular season game on January the 23rd, and they'll play that at Shady. All right, here's Catholic with it.
That's teams traded turnovers out of the timeout.
Turner drives on the baseline. They cut him off, puts the shot up anyway, off the glass and in. Nice play by J. Allen Turner.
Finishes with the left, close to the basket.
So Turner, he's been, watched him over the years. He's just been a solid talent for Charleston Catholic. And as I mentioned earlier, I definitely think he will play at the next level.
Yeah, he definitely well-rounded basketball player.
Yeah, here's Hunt with it. Huff has it, trying to go in the low post to Fox. Fox is begging for it, but they wouldn't throw him the ball. Now Lambert drives down the lane, pulls up, puts up the shot, needs a roll, doesn't get it. He's had some tough luck here in this game this afternoon.
Yeah, tough luck the last 2 days.
Turner on a drive into the lane. Leans in, left hand off the glass, up and in. Boy, that was smooth.
17 points for Turner as they extend the lead to 5.
Yeah, biggest lead has been 6, as Eric told you. Leads 5 now. There's Hunt, and the ball is knocked out of bounds, and it will stay with Wyoming East.
Yeah, and Catholic switching it up defensively a little bit, came with the trap, the run and jump trap, and almost created a turnover.
So Wyoming East will maintain possession. 3.5 to go here in the third. Lambert into the lane. They cut him off. Now Morgan backs his way in, puts a short shot up and scores. Nice shot that time by the young man, Braxton Morgan.
He was patient offensively right there and took what the defense gave him and was able to hit a bank shot.
There's Turner, gets hopped into the lane. They cut him off. Reynolds will dial it up for three. Can't hit. And Morgan with a rebound.
Just every time that Catholic seems like they're going to extend the lead, Wyoming East has an answer.
Here's Huff for three and a tie as he drains the three ball. Bryson Huff. So Wyoming East were down as many as 5 in this quarter, 6 for the game, but 5 in this quarter, Eric, and they've battled back to tie the game. Here's Cinco for the lead. He couldn't get it to go, and Fox clears the rebound for Wyoming East.
So this will be Wyoming East's chance to take the lead here late in the third.
Lambert off a pick, behind the back into the lane. Whips a pass inside, and there's a foul. What a nice pass that was.
And what vision and what that was great court vision. If we could get the replay here, as he was able to break down the defense with the behind-the-back dribble and nice look, created a chance for 2 free throws for Huff, who just hit a big 3 to tie the game.
And if Huff is successful, as he is on this first free throw, this is the first lead for Wyoming East since back in the first quarter when it was 6-4. So a 1-point Warrior lead. Second free throw hits the front of the rim, and Turner clears the boards for Catholic. Wilcox thought about the three. Ranson backs his way in, puts a short shot up and scores. He's a good-looking player in the post. And Catholic, just like that, back in front. Going under the 2-minute mark for quarter number 3.
I bet right now, I don't know their season average because hadn't had a chance to look, but this is probably the lowest total in the 7 games to this point that Catholic has had.
So Catholic turns over Wyoming East. Turner dials it up from distance and hits it. 3-ball, kaboom for Turner. And just like that, after being down 1, a mini 5-0 run. But Turner has really been the top player on the floor. So if Catholic should hang on and win, Turner's probably in line for the blue can of Pepsi.
Yeah, he's at 20 points right now. And really making big shot after big shot for it.
As Wyoming East turns it over. Coming up under a minute for the third. Wilcox on the move. Pretty good guy to throw it to is Turner. If you don't know what to do with the ball in your Catholic, throwing the ball to Turner 24 is not a bad idea. And Catholic will try to pull Wyoming East out and run a little clock here. Coming up on the final 45 seconds of the third. Reynolds pass to Cinco to the left corner. In and out, no good. Ransom with the offensive rebound. Doesn't have it, takes it back out to reset. Wilcox for 3. Good 3-ball. It's an 8-0 run for Catholic to take a 7-point lead. Around the horn goes Wyoming East. Final 15 seconds of the quarter. Lambert, they double team him, want to take the ball out of his hands, make him pick up his dribble. And Wyoming East will not get a shot off, or will they? Yes, it's out of bounds off of Catholic with 1.2 left here in the third. There's that last 3-ball by Wilcox dialing it up, a splash down.
And a big shot over Connor Fox, who has a big reach.
And Wyoming East turns it over. That shot won't count, even though it hit the front of the rim. And at the end of 3, it's now a 7-point advantage for Charleston Catholic, 39-32. We'll be back with the fourth quarter right after this on Video Productions.
Here we grow again. Pioneer Community Bank is proud to offer a network of banks right here in our communities. By offering you more locations, Pioneer continues to meet all your banking needs where you are. Please stop by our New Harper Road location. We are truly investing in Southern West Virginia. Pioneer Community Bank. Friendly service, great products. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
And we welcome you back into the Raleigh County Convention Center. Going to the fourth quarter with Eric Thomas. I'm Maris Lowry. And Eric, Wyoming East got their first lead at 32-31. That was their first lead since it was 6-4 in the first quarter. And that lead lasted maybe about 10 seconds because Charleston Catholic then have scored the next 8. And they have a 7-point lead plus the first possession of the fourth quarter.
Yeah, and it looked like a little momentum was on Wyoming East side, and Charleston Catholic was able to turn the tide, scoring the last 8 points of the quarter.
And with the lead, they're going to try to back Wyoming East out of that zone and try to spread the floor here. Turner has had an outstanding game. And I don't think they're going into a deliberate stall. They're just trying to get maybe a passing lane or a driving lane to the basket.
Yeah, trying to, they can dictate, what Wyoming East does defensively because they do have this 7-point lead.
Wilcox, he hit a big three. He had the ball there. He's got it now. Nice cut. That's Turner to the basket. Left hand scores. Well executed. And now right here, the biggest lead of the game, right here at 9, as we're not quite a minute into the fourth quarter. Lambert down the lane, and he's fouled on the drive.
And that's going to be whistled on Reynolds. Be his third. Team's first of the fourth.
And it'll be out of bounds to Wyoming East under their own basket. So here's Wyoming East, down 9, biggest deficit of the game. Lambert, they cut him off. The defense has been good. As soon as I say that, there's a 3-ball over top of that defense by Huff. Eric, a much-needed basket for Wyoming East.
Stop a little bit of the bleeding, and that's the second long ball for Huff in the second half.
Cinco on the drive. Around the horn they go. Wilcox thought about the 3 steps inside of the line. This will be for 2. It doesn't go. Long rebound and good hustle by Wilcox to get his own rebound. Eric, with still, 6:15 to go in the game, looks like Cattley's kind of playing maybe like as Turner goes to the basket, lays it up and in.
24 points on the afternoon, just nice and smooth, steady young man, and J. Allen Turner.
Yeah, what I was going to say is well designed is Morgan has it, whips a pass inside to Fox. Fox with a little short shot, good. But Catholic is like it's a control. It's not really a deliberate stall. It's just, like I said, like to spread the floor so you can have passing and driving lanes to the basket. And Turner stops, 17-footer straight away, knocks it down. He's really feeling it here this afternoon, as that's his 22nd point, I beg your pardon.
No, 26, you're correct. 26. Still turnover right there by Wyoming East.
Yep.
And this is a must-stop right here.
And we got a timeout. So timeout on the floor. Let's see if we got a full or a 30. We got a full. We'll take it with them. Be right back. Streaming live here on Video Productions.
The main goal of our firm is to provide the best client experience possible.
I want my clients to believe that they've experienced fairness. Then finally, I want them to know that they got a friend. I'm not in the business of running off business, but I'm in the business of being honest.
At the end of the day and at the end of the case, I want the client to know that they didn't leave anything on the table, to feel without doubt that they made the right decision to hire this firm.
This game is sponsored by Brian Helton. Brian is running to represent you in the state senate. Brian is the conservative choice for Raleigh, Wyoming, and Fayette counties. He is pro-life and supports our Second Amendment rights. Brian Helton will work hard to make it happen. Paid for by Helton for West Virginia. Kayla Kessinger, Treasurer.
Hey, my name is Justice, and a little thing I love about Chick-fil-A nugget trays is that they're all unique. Every nugget you look at is its own different special little nugget. They're great for any occasion, but especially holidays. When you don't have enough time, when you need something quick, that flavor is always popping.
We welcome you back to the Raleigh County Convention Center. And, you know, Eric, it's great to have the relations that we have with the officials, because during the timeout, you and I both thought that Wyoming East, that last bucket was a 3 and that they should have 37. But during the timeout, the official, Scott Cantley, came over and explained to us his foot was on the line. It was only a 2. And so the score is correct at 45-36.
And our four eyes were not as good as his, too. He was right there. So
he gets paid to get it right. You and I don't get paid to – we get paid to get it right, but not necessarily right on the shot. We've got the replay, and we didn't get a chance to view the replay. As here's Catholic out of the timeout. Wilcox on the drive, gets to the rim. It's swatted by Fox. Ball's loose, and we got a foul.
And that's going to be on
It's going to
Ranson.
go. Yeah, going to go on Catholic. So that is the correct score, 45-36, a 9-point advantage for Catholic.
That's a big defensive stop, too, because Catholic was really trying to really extend the lead, and if you can get a big bucket here, you can really get back in this game if you're Wyoming East.
Yeah, this 9-point lead equals the largest lead of the ball game.
And you don't need a 3, you just need a good shot.
Well, they need to string some baskets together, but they got to get stops, which they did on this last possession for Catholic. Turner's on Lambert. 4.5 to go in the fourth quarter. Lambert drives, spins into the lane with the left hand. Couldn't get it to go. Great move. And then Turner skies to get the rebound.
Man, just tough luck.
That was a nice move. He just couldn't get the bounce on the rim. Here's Reynolds with it. Coming up on the halfway point of quarter number 4. Catholic with the lead. And this equals the largest lead at 9 to get the ball. Turner down low. Turner reverse up. Nope, he doesn't go, but he'll draw the foul on Fox and get to the line.
Yep, Fox will pick up his 3rd. Team's first. And Turner is 4 of 4 at the free throw line.
Yeah, right at an even 4 minutes left in the game, and Turner will shoot a pair.
He's knocking on 30 points door.
And the first free throw is good. And, you know, he's just been smooth all the way around. He's been good on both ends of the floor. So right now, a double-digit lead. Biggest lead of the game. Second free throw. That one doesn't go. And this 10-point advantage is the largest lead of the game right now. Under 4 minutes for the fourth quarter.
First miss at the free throw line for Turner.
Here's Morgan over to Lambert. Lambert will spot up and shoot a 3 and hit. Lambert with a nice 3 and a much-needed 3 to get the lead down to 7. And now you got to start thinking about fouling, because Wyoming East has only committed 1 team foul.
Yeah, and Charleston Catholic's content with letting that happen. Turner with
like
the
I said, when in doubt, even if you're not in doubt, it's not a bad thing to throw the ball to 24 Turner for a Catholic.
Yeah.
So as you said, he's knocking on 30-point door. He's going to kick it in. As that's Fox with the turnaround, but if you're Wyoming East, you can't just keep trading baskets with him at this juncture of the game, as there's a foul on the inbounds play. Cinco got hit in the face.
Yeah, got whacked pretty hard.
So 3:05 remaining here in the fourth quarter. And we'll see if Wyoming East still, you know, Eric, within 7 points. We watched this last play by Fox. This is a good move. Fox.
Yeah. And, you know, I like what I've seen out of Fox tonight, as he's leading the way right now in points with 13.
And then there's Cinco as he gets hit in the face. That's a foul, of course. That's the second team foul, Wyoming East. 3:05 left here in regulation. 7-point lead for Catholic as they inbound the ball. Turner's been their Mr. Everything, and they want to try to get the ball to his hands if you can, if you're Wyoming East, which they do, as Wilcox has it now. And you're just going to play keep away and maybe just try, like I said, try to find a nice path to the basket as Turner backs it back out. Turner drives into the lane, and he travels. He did that little bunny hop in the pea patch, and that's a big stop for Wyoming East. With Eric, with 2.5 to go and down 7, I mean, you don't need a 3, but if you hit a 3, look how big, that might be.
Yeah, I mean, it's right there. They're still within shouting distance, and that's all you can ask for late. But I think you're going to have to really – there's a dial up a 3 straight ahead.
Morgan for 3, in and out. Had a good look. It wouldn't stay down, and Cinco has it now for Catholic. Cinco finds Wilcox 3 in the near corner. It doesn't go. Maybe that's not the shot Catholic wanted. I thought that was kind of quick for them with the lead. Here's Hunt for 3. Got it! It makes it 48-44 and a timeout. Wyoming East, a full timeout. We'll take it with them here on Video Productions.
Little General Stores has been serving West Virginia communities for almost 5 decades. We are so grateful to be a small part of your lives, and we want to recognize the integral part of our operation, the LG family. You keep us going. Thank you.
West Virginia Orthotic and Prosthetic Center provides orthotic and prosthetic devices, promoting the highest level of personal and professional patient care. West Virginia O&P has a state-of-the-art fabrication facility where devices are produced, customized, and fitted in-house by our fully certified staff. We are honored to have the opportunity to work with our veteran population, providing them with the highest level of care and support. We are conveniently located in Beckley, just off I-64 at the Brookshire Lane Medical Park. Please call for a free evaluation or contact us online.
This game is sponsored by Brian Helton. Brian is running to represent you in the state senate. Brian is the conservative choice for Raleigh, Wyoming, and Fayette counties. He is pro-life and supports our Second Amendment rights. Brian Helton will work hard to make it happen. Paid for by Helton for West Virginia. Kayla Kessinger, Treasurer.
And we welcome you back to the Raleigh County Convention Center with Eric Thomas. I'm Maris Lowry. And Eric, this has become a really tight game with 2 minutes remaining in it, and Catholic with the ball and up 4. Wyoming East extending the pressure. And there's a reach-in foul on Lambert.
Good foul. I mean, I think they're going to have to switch people, though. I think Cole Lambert, that's only a second by mine.
Yeah, but you still don't – you're right. You don't want him to get like 2 more fouls,
yeah, you don't
guard
want him,
Turner, and have 4 fouls in case the game does go to overtime.
Correct.
And as we know, these games aren't over until they're over.
And here's where you have to try to get a steal by someone else but Turner with the ball. You're going to have to really try to turn him over.
Yeah. And Reynolds, he's shaking up as he slipped. But, Eric, that's what I thought. When Catholic had the ball the last time, up 7, I thought they took a real bad shot and allowed East to come back and hit a 3.
Yeah, and that's what you have to do, game scenario, game situation. So you really have to play. A lot of teams don't play with the lead well.
Yeah, it kind of looks foreign to them sometimes. And there's a foul there, which is on Morgan. So that will be the
4th.
It should be the 4th team foul,
yes.
And it is. So
3rd.
On the next foul, Catholic will be shooting free throws.
And I'm looking. There's no one in foul trouble but for Wyoming East. Morgan, that was his 3rd. Lambert has 2, and Connor Fox 3.
So Catholic inbounds the ball. Wilcox with it now. Trying to play keep away, and then there's a foul by Fox.
Yeah, but that's his 4th. That's not the young man you wanted to make the foul.
And with 1:16, they could have let 2 or 3 more seconds off the clock and have someone else foul him further away. But Wilcox at the line to shoot a pair and trying to protect the lead for Catholic as they lead by 4 here in the final 1:16 of regulation.
And Wilcox, Charleston Catholic only has 2 misses on the day.
And knocks that one down. And a make here can make it 2 full possession game. And Wilcox now will shoot the back end of the 2-shot opportunity, made the first one. Second free throw on its way. Looks good in this. We got them both. So it's a 6-point lead, a 2 full possession lead for Catholic coming up here on the final minute here of regulation. This is the championship game of the Pepsi division. Little off-balance shot, no good by Lambert. Fox tip doesn't go. Battle for the loose ball. Hustle, and it's out of bounds. No, we'll call a timeout. Catholic will have possession of the ball as we just go under a minute. And a timeout by Catholic with a 6-point lead as we watch the replay, Eric.
Yeah, good heads-up play here by Max Wilcox as he was tight roping the end line and got to call the timeout before going out of bounds.
We'll keep it here while we got a minute. We'll tell you about Infinity Coal Company. Infinity Coal Company, if you want to work close to home, then you can come and join the team at Infinity Coal Company located in Sophia, West Virginia. They've been in operation since 2011. They have no premium, no deductible health insurance with dental and vision coverage. They also offer a company-paid life insurance, prescription drug coverage, and a company-matching 401k plan. The fine folks at Infinity Coal. Also want to tell you about Indoor Air. Indoor Air is your Amana dealer. Indoor Air is a proud sponsor of high school sports in West Virginia. And for all your cooling and heating needs, you can dial up Indoor Air at 304-890-2212. Well, Eric, it'll be Catholic's ball out of the timeout. They're up 6, 50 to 44 rather, with 59.7 left in regulation. And Catholic will have to inbound on the deepest part there in the corner and try to get the ball in. Of course, I guess if you're at Wyoming, it's the strategy. If you don't get a steal, you got to commit a foul.
Immediately, and that's what they're probably going to do. Try to get a quick trap or a steal, and hope that Charleston Catholic misses some free throws.
So it'll be Cinco to put it in play. And trying to find somebody. They throw it deep for Reynolds. Reynolds gets behind everybody, but I think he didn't take it in because I think if he was on a good leg, because I think he kind of hurt himself.
He had a bad wheel.
Yeah, he had a bad wheel. If he was on 2 good wheels, I think he would have just went in and laid it up and in. Yes. So there's a Wyoming East foul with 52.6 remaining here in regulation. And getting into the free throw line, Zayden Ranson, the 6'3" sophomore. Ranson had 8 points in yesterday's win as he makes the first one.
And that's his 8th point tonight.
The biggest lead has been 11. The lead is 7 now. Now becomes a 3-possession game. As he made them both lead up to 8 here in the final 50 seconds. Lambert with it. Wyoming East, Lambert dials up a 3. Doesn't go. Battle for the rebound. And the ball's knocked free. It's out of bounds. No, it isn't. Thought it was for a minute. Morgan's got it over to Fox. Fox is stripped. And Turner's got it, and he's fouled. And Turner, I think, Eric, you said he was knocking on the 30-point door. I think he's going to be able to open the door and walk right in, right?
Yes.
As he'll get to the line and try to add to his total. But I think
he's sitting on 29 points right now.
Right. I think it's fair to say that when we give out our Pepsi, Diet Pepsi, and Pepsi Zero player of the game, the Pepsi player of the game is going to be this young man at the free throw line right here in J. Allen Turner. I don't think anyone would disagree with that.
Yeah, he's definitely the full throttle, strongest version of Pepsi.
And the free throw is in and out and back in again. With 30 seconds left, if the deal wasn't sealed, it's probably sealed now with, the first make and now with the second make as well. So leads 10 here in the final 30 seconds. And you have fouls to give if you're Catholic, as Fox has it, and they throw it back out. Morgan will dial up a 3. It's short, and it'll be out of bounds. No, we got a foul. The foul's on Catholic with 17.6. It won't be a shooting foul.
Not a shooting foul.
Yeah, so if you're Catholic, you're like, well, that's okay.
Yeah, I whistled that one on Turner. Only his second of the day.
Lambert gets the ball inside, and the short shot is in. I thought he was going to miss it, too.
I thought it was going to come out.
Is Huff able to make it, and then a timeout with 12.9 remaining in the ball game. It makes it 54-46. We'll keep it right here. We'll let you know in our post-game show. We'll have a wrap-up. We'll recap the game. Eric will have inside the numbers. And one of the numbers, the biggest number would be, 31 points for Charleston Catholic's J. Allen Turner.
Yeah, and he's just been Mr. Everything. Just real smooth, calm player. And like you said, I think there's spots for him on a lot of basketball rosters at the next level.
And Eric, even though Catholic's got 54 and he's got 31, he got it within the range of their offense. It wasn't like they were looking for him or like he was shooting all the time. he got it within the realm of, what they do. Here's Wilcox with it now, and there's a foul, as the foul is committed by Huff, and with 6.6, it'll be Wilcox going to the line. So Charleston Catholic is going to remain undefeated. They're going to go to 8-0, and Wyoming East is going to fall to 4-2. But I will tell you this, as you well know, Eric, the schedule that Wyoming East has already played and what they're going to play will help prepare them for tournament play, as the free throw is no good. And I've never seen that before. The ball hit the front of the rim, the back of the rim, and stuck. That's a couple of things already in these last 2 days that's come out of my mouth. I have never seen that before in over 1,000 games I've broadcast and over 34 years of doing this. Wilcox will shoot the next free throw, and that he has. So 55-46, and we'll play out here the final 5 seconds. And I don't think Wyoming's going to get a shot off, and they will not. Final score is Catholic. They remain undefeated. They are 8-0. They beat Wyoming East 55-46. Wyoming East will fall to 4-2. We'll take a break, come back, and have the postgame show up next here on Video Productions. 40-8. Doing work. Up 40-8.
Hi, I'm Leanna Burnett, owner of Window World of Beckley. At Window World, we are proud to deliver exterior solutions that are beautiful, affordable, and guaranteed for life. We do things the right way. Honest pricing, no gimmicks, and thousands of satisfied customers. Call Window World of Beckley today at 1-800-NEXT-WINDOW and have your new windows, siding, and doors before winter. Window World of Beckley, family owned,
Nationally known.
Football season is starting and the all-star lineup of new Kias are here at Friendship Kia of Beckley. We have the playbook to help you score the big win on your new Kia purchase. We make sure you get the best price with almost all of our new cars priced at invoice. And don't forget, we have one of the largest selections of inventory to help find you that perfect ride. We have a roster full of non-commissioned sales staff and an any reason 7-day exchange program. So get off the bench and get a new Kia from your friends at Friendship Kia of Beckley.
We're dealing. You have a goal. You know what you want. Start with us. New River Community and Technical College, your community college. Take classes online or in a classroom in Beaver, Lewisburg, Summersville, or Princeton, or step outside the classroom in one of our technical or health programs. Find flexible and affordable options to help you reach your goal. It's closer than you think when you start with us. New River Community and Technical College. Apply today.
Hey, grab me one too.
And we welcome you back to the Raleigh County Convention Center. Dave Barksdale Court. Final score, Charleston Catholic has defeated Wyoming East 55-46. Charleston Catholic wins the championship of the Pepsi division. They remain undefeated. They are 8-0, and Wyoming East will fall to 4-2. Scoring recap, and the scoring recap is brought to you by Dr. Tabbitt. And we'll get that up on the screen there. Video Productions would like to thank our instant replay sponsor, West Virginia Orthopedic and Trauma, Dr. John Tabbitt. So whether you're in a car accident or you have a sports injury, you want to depend on Dr. Tabbitt. He is a proud sponsor of high school sports in West Virginia. Also, the good folks at Modley's Plumbing and Heating. Whenever you need a plumber, you need to know the number to call, 304-253-HELP for Modley's. Once again, the final score, 55-46. Charleston Catholic led 15-13 at the end of the quarter, 27-23 at the break. And Wyoming East took a lead briefly. Wyoming East took a lead at 32-31 in the third quarter. That was the first lead that Wyoming East had since it was 6-4. And then Catholic finished the quarter on an 8-0 run to take a 7-point lead, 39-32 into the fourth quarter. And they were able to extend that lead and win the ball game, 55-46. Charleston Catholic undefeated 8-0. Wyoming East will fall to 4-2. We'll take a break. When we come back, Eric will go inside the numbers, and we'll do it on the flip side of the break, coming up next on Video Productions.
Here we grow again. Pioneer Community Bank is proud to offer a network of banks right here in our communities. By offering you more locations, Pioneer continues to meet all your banking needs where you are. Please stop by our New Harper Road location. We are truly investing in Southern West Virginia. Pioneer Community Bank. Friendly service, great products. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Little General Stores has been serving West Virginia communities for almost 5 decades. We are so grateful to be a small part of your lives, and we want to recognize the integral part of our operation, the LG family. You keep us going. Thank you.
Midstate Ford, where every deal is a Big John deal. Northside Drive, Route 19 in Summersville. Come see why people from all over the great state of West Virginia are making the drive to Summersville. Incredible deals on brand new Fords. The state's guaranteed lowest price on brand new F-150s, Super Duties, and more. Plus incredible service after the sale at Midstate Ford. Northside Drive, right off of Route 19 in Summersville. Online anytime at midstatefordwv.com.
Massey Power Sports is your one-stop off-road and tractor destination. We have an awesome selection of side-by-sides, ATVs, dirt bikes, tractors, and kid machines. Our machines come loaded with features the other brands don't have and will save you thousands of dollars versus the competition. Massey Power Sports offers the best prices, the best service, and the best warranties. Our locations in Beckley and Cross Lanes are here to serve you. Online at MasseyPowersports.com. Massey Power Sports. We power your work and your adventure.
Hey, my name is Justice, and a little thing I love about Chick-fil-A nugget trays is that they're all unique. Every nugget you look at is its own different special little nugget. They're great for any occasion, but especially holidays. When you don't have enough time, when you need something quick, that flavor is always popping.
And we welcome you back to the Raleigh County Convention Center. Dave Bartsdale Court, final score 55-46. In favor of Wyoming East. We're going to go inside the numbers, and here's Eric for Inside the Numbers.
Yeah, once again, a stellar performance by J. Allen Turner, Maris, as he had 31 points on the of the 55 for Charleston Catholic, and he did a great job, just a great floor game. And as you stated, he doesn't really rush anything, real calm player, played a great floor game. And they also got 12 points from Max Wilcox, but the other thing that stood out with Charleston Catholic, Zayden Ranson had 9 points, but he had 14 rebounds. And I thought that was big, and 9 of them were offensive rebounds. So he did a good job of getting them second chance shots. On the flip side, Connor Fox, the freshman for Wyoming East, led the way with 13, and they got 10 points each out of Cole Lambert and Bryson Huff. Had 10 points for Wyoming East.
All right, Eric, it's time to hand out some awards.
Well, for the Full Throttle Pepsi, the Blue Can Award goes to J. Allen Turner for his complete game, complete floor game. And we're going to give the Diet Pepsi Can Award to, I think his name is Zayden Ranson.
Ranson yes.
For Charleston Catholic. And the Coke Zero is going to go to Connor Fox, the freshman. Pepsi Zero is going to go to Connor Fox, as he really played a good floor game. Scored the first 6 points for Wyoming East early on, and I really just think he's really maturing and growing as a basketball player.
Well, we got a little bit of surprise for our audience. We're going to take a quick break. When we come back, we're going to have former Mountaineer coach Bob Huggins join me here in just a minute. We'll do that on the flip side here on Video Productions.
Here we grow again. Pioneer Community Bank is proud to offer a network of banks right here in our communities. By offering you more locations, Pioneer continues to meet all your banking needs where you are. Please stop by our New Harper Road location. We are truly investing in Southern West Virginia. Pioneer Community Bank. Friendly service, great products. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
West Virginia Orthotic and Prosthetic Center provides orthotic and prosthetic devices, promoting the highest level of personal and professional patient care. West Virginia O&P has a state-of-the-art fabrication facility where devices are produced, customized, and fitted in-house by our fully certified staff. We are honored to have the opportunity to work with our veteran population, providing them with the highest level of care and support. We are conveniently located in Beckley, just off I-64 at the Brookshire Lane Medical Park. Please call for a free evaluation or contact us online.
We won't raise your rates just because of an accident. Sure, everyone thinks they're a good driver. But when an accident happens, with Allstate, you don't have to worry, even if it's your fault. It's called accident forgiveness, and it starts the day you sign up. You're in good hands with Allstate.
At Access Health, we believe there's a difference between care and caring. We know you by name, and our 26 locations keep you healthy so that you can do the things that truly matter.
As a former college football player, I realized that sports-related injuries can happen real fast. Hello, I'm Dr. Gross. If your child or grandchild is dealing with sports-related injuries, or maybe you're dealing with something that just won't go away, call me today and I can help you get back on the playing field. To better serve you, see us at one of our 3 locations in Beckley, Whipple, and Sophia at the numbers listed below. So take care of yourself. You deserve it.
And we welcome you back to the Raleigh County Convention Center as we have a special post-game guest, former Mountaineer coach Bob Huggins. I'm Maris Lowry along with Eric Thomas. And Coach, during the commercial break, before we came on live, you and I were talking about that incident back in Glade Springs when you were first hired. You said you remember that when you pulled me out from getting hit from a truck. And I remember telling you, Coach, you ought to give me a scholarship because I can take a charge. You said I'd never be able to take another one because my legs would be broke or I would be dead. So I'm always indebted to you for saving me on that day.
Well, it was the right thing to do.
I appreciate that, Coach.
It was the right thing to do. You know, I didn't have to think about it very long.
Yeah. Well, like I said, I would have taken the charge, but that would have been the only charge I'd been able to take.
Without a question.
Yes, because that truck was a lot bigger than me.
And you don't want to headbutt those.
No, you don't.
No.
Well, you know, Coach, one of the things in all your career of everywhere you've coached, from Cincinnati to Kansas State to West Virginia, there's got to be one place, or maybe more than one place, that sticks out in your mind that no matter what team you took to this particular venue on the road, you knew it was always going to be a battle. Maybe the place that I won't say that necessarily that you like to go the least, but you always knew no matter where you went, no matter how good the team was or wasn't, you knew that this particular venue was always tough for your team. Is there any particular place or places that you can name?
Without a question. Kansas. I got to be careful what I say, but it's 8 against 5,
yeah.
You know?
Well, I know you and Bill Self, I would say, are friends, correct?
Bill and I are very good friends.
And I knew that. So outside of the talent that Kansas put on the floor, I mean, what was it about the building? Was anything about the lighting or the shooting or anything other than the ones blowing the whistle?
Well, it's incredibly loud. I mean, it's the loudest place I think that I've ever coached in, ever played in.
And, you know, watching the games on TV, I've never been there, but it seems like that everybody, the fans are like packed like right on top of you, like behind your bench when you're coaching. It looks like there's not a lot of room to put the ball in play. It seems like it's very compact in that building.
Well, they get 17,000 people in there somehow.
That only should seat, 14,000?
But it's primarily just bleacher seats. If people pay that much money to come in and sit in the bleachers.
Wow. Eric, I'm going to let you jump in here in a minute.
Coach, my only question to you, as we're at this high school event, what advice would you have for a lot of these young up-and-coming basketball players? Because a lot of guys specialize, in just basketball. Do you recommend them play multiple sports early on in their careers?
I think most people do. I think it kind of depends on, I think, where you are, and what your community is about. I played baseball, I played football, I played basketball, I played everything there was to play. But that's what we did, I grew up when I moved out of West Virginia. I was born and raised in West Virginia. Lived in Doug Hill, played Little League baseball in Morgantown. Then my dad got paid a lot more money to go to Ohio and coach, so I ended up in Ohio. But I grew up in a coal mining town. Midvale, Ohio was a coal mining town, reminded me of West Virginia. and it was a great place to grow up. It was a place where men were men, and great sports town, baseball, football, basketball, track, you name it.
Hey, Coach, at what point or what age were you when you decided that being a head basketball coach, especially at the collegiate level, that's what you wanted to do?
When I got cut by the Philadelphia 76ers.
So what was it about that experience that said, look, I want to be a head coach at the college level?
Well, my dad was a coach. And my dad was a coach for a lot of years. My dad was probably still is, if he's not known as the best basketball coach in the state of Ohio, he's in the top 2. So, my dad took me everywhere. Yeah, he exposed me to a lot of coaches. He started a basketball camp. Coaches brought their teams to that basketball camp, and so I worked with those coaches. I've always been around coaches. I've been around coaches my whole life. So
it's in your blood.
Well, it's in my blood, but it's also in my brain. I've seen so much. I've seen so many different ways to play the game, so many different ways to you look at a player and you see what he would be good at. And it's kind of like what football guys do. Football guys get guys and they, wow, this guy's really fast. He'd be a great receiver. Then they find out he can't catch.
Yeah, I see that a lot.
Basketball's kind of the same way.
Yeah.
You look at this guy, you say, wow, he can run, he can jump. Moves his feet pretty good, and then you find out he can't catch.
Yeah, he can't catch or can't shoot.
Can't catch, can't shoot, can't pass.
I'll have Eric jump in here, and then I got one after Eric jumps in. I got one more question, then we'll let you go.
Okay, and just to piggyback on what you just said, and I think over the years that's what has given me pleasure watching you as a coach. You really adjusted to the times and the decades, whether it was Press Virginia, you can't really shoot, so you created shots. And I think that's an testament to your Hall of Fame career. So it's not most of a question, it's just a statement that I really appreciate what you've done for the game of basketball.
Well, I appreciate you saying that. I mean, I think a lot of times guys come up through want to be coaches and this is how we're going to play. Well, that's great if that's the kind of players you got to play that way. If you don't have those kind of players, it's a really bad way to play.
Right.
So and I've been blessed. I've been blessed to be around a lot of great coaches. My dad, again, he took me everywhere. I think it was more for, having another driver or company in the car, I guess. But I just learned so much. I learned so much from him. I learned so much from coaches at camp. I was around in the summertime. I was around 40 to 50 coaches and basically their teams, and watch what they did with their teams. And some things you really like,
right?
Some things you don't care much for,
right.
And then you got to look at your personnel. I went to Boston, watched Joe Mazzulla. I just watched him last night on television. And I feel really good that Joe played for me, and obviously Joe's learned some things and has done an unbelievable job with the Celtics.
He has. And let me ask you this one final question. We'll get you out of here. Outside of your dad, of course, obviously you looked up to as being the best coach around. Was there a coach, maybe like a John Wooden or somebody, when you were growing up that you kind of like, hey, I really like what this particular coach does, and I want to be maybe like that coach, or maybe implement a lot of things that this particular coach does? Was there anybody like that when you were growing up?
There was a guy named Ed McCluskey at Farrell, Pennsylvania, that was throughout Pennsylvania was known as the best coach in Pennsylvania. And my dad went probably 2 times a week to just go watch his team practice. And, of course, somebody had to go with him, so I ended up being a guy going with him. So I spent a lot of time with Coach McCluskey. My first head coaching job was at Walsh College in Canton, Ohio. I went over and picked up Coach McCluskey probably once a week and brought him over and said, just please watch practice for me and tell me what we're doing right and what we're doing wrong. And he sat there and he had a hard time seeing at that point in time in his life, but it was amazing how much he picked up and shared with me to help me as a young coach be a better coach.
Well, Coach, we appreciate you taking the time to visit with Eric and I, and we wish you the best of luck in whatever your future endeavors are. Thank you so much. We appreciate your time.
Well, I appreciate it. I know what I'd like for my future endeavor to be here in a few months, but I don't know what's going to happen.
So we'll see how that plays out.
Sounds great.
Thank you very much. Appreciate it. That's Bob Huggins. And once you're a coach, you're always a coach. I'm going to say Coach of the Mountaineers, Bob Huggins. Thank you very much. As we're going to wrap this one up. Final score, Wyoming East against Charleston Catholic. Catholic wins the game 55-46. For Eric Thomas, for the heavy hitter, Mr. Nick Eskins, for Andrew Bolin, I'm Maris Lowry saying good evening, everybody, and get ready for the next game coming up at 5:45.